In the next few videos, we'll learn about the logical functions in Power BI. They aren't too complicated to use, but can be very helpful when doing an analysis. So the first logical function we'll look at is the if function. As you may have guessed, the if function checks if a given expression is true or false. The if statement in DAX is very similar to the one in Excel. Right? So essentially in DAX, you can write the if function in two different ways. In a column or in a measure. The use of if in a column is pretty straightforward. Let me show you an example. So here I have the same Contoso database, which you can download for free from Microsoft website. If I go to the stores table, I can see that I have different types of stores. Online, offline, whatever, right? And I also have the stores of different sizes and the stores with different amount of people, employees working, right? If I see the employee count column, right, I can see that there are different types of stores, which have very little amount of people, right, from 7, 8, less than 10, and a few really big stores. So let's say I would like to separate all of these stores into three categories: small, medium, and micro, right? Super small. So let's create a calculated column using the if statement. Let's name it company size and start typing if statement. So if we open the brackets and the first parameter is the expression that I have to declare. This first parameter uses, in this case, we are going to use a column in a table. The column we're going to use is employee count. So stores employee count. If employee count is less or equal than 10, then it will be a micro store. Now, if not, then we can write down small. After I create the column, I can see that I created two types. I created only micro and small. But what about medium-sized stores, which I was telling you about, right? I want there to be three types: micro, small, and medium. I would have to use another if statement inside my first if statement, so-called nesting if statement. Let's take a look. So instead of the result, I'll write down if, another if. And here, if employee count is less than or equal to 50, in this case, it will be a medium. Sorry, it'll be small. It'll be a small store. And if false, it will be a medium store. And now we can close this. And you can see that the second if statement is actually the result if false of the first if statement. So the function says, okay, go to the store column and see if there are less than 10 people, then call them micro. And if not, then use another if statement and check if there are less than 50 people, then call it small. And if there are more than 50 people, then call them medium. And now we have three types of stores: medium, micro, and small. As you saw in this example, when I needed to introduce more than two conditions, I had to use the nesting if. Now let's see the example when we use if in a measure. So we can go back to report view and actually start building some measures. I already have one measure, total sales, right here. When using the if function in a measure, there's one important thing to remember. Measures are not attached to tables, and there's no row context. And because measures are not the rows in the table, the if statement, as we saw before, needs rows to operate. You would have to create a row context, right? One way to do that is by using the iterator functions. For example, SUMX. And then putting the if statement inside that function. Let's take a look. For this example, I actually wanted to go back to the data view and then go to the promotion column. In this Contoso supermarket, they have different kinds of promotions. So there are different North American holidays, there's some European holidays, some Asian holidays, whatever. And then if you look at number 1 here, promotion key 1, it says no discount. And let's say as an example, I would like to show you the sales of all the goods which were sold at no discount. Certainly there are some numbers for goods that were sold under the discount and goods that were sold with no discount. So let's find that out, right? Let's create a measure. And to do that, I'm going to use this promotion key here. If the promotion key equals to 1, it means no discount. And if the promotion key does not equal to 1, so it equals to 2, 3, 4, whatever, all these numbers, then there was a discount. I'm showing you the table so you guys can see the logic behind the formula that I'm going to build. I'll go to the measures table and build a new measure. Total sales, non-discount. And the formula is, you see, if I start typing if here, nothing happens, right? I need a table. And there's no promotion key table. So what I can do, as I said before, I have to use the iterator function. And then inside that function, I gotta put if. So I'm gonna use SUMX. The table is promotion, I believe, right? No, I'm using the sales table, sorry. And then in this sales table, what I'm gonna do is if promotion key is not equal to 1. So if promotion key is not 1, so if it's 2, 3, 4, whatever, then I want price multiplied by quantity, sales quantity, right? I'm using the SUMX function to go to the sales table, put the if statement, and calculate only goods which had no discount, which means the promotion key was not equal to 1. And after finding those goods, I will multiply unit price by quantity to find out the amount. And let's actually put the pie chart. As you can see, right, only 40% of sales were sold at no discount price. This particular store, Contoso, sells more of its goods using discounts, different types of discounts. Alright, that's it for today. We'll look at the use of the if function in 2 different ways, by creating a calculated column and in a measure. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, and see you guys soon. Take care.